Put the Houston Rockets in the same conversation with Golden State, with San Antonio, with the LA Clippers. Are they that good now?
I don't think Golden State or San Antonio, but I think it puts them dead even with the Clippers. And depending on what you're believe, I think it puts them dead even with Oklahoma City as well.
Oklahoma City's kind of disappeared from our thinking and our thought processes, and they're going to be back. That's a team disappeared.
So I think in the West, the top two teams right now, you have to say, are the Spurs and the Warriors, and then I think there's a pack of 3 or 4. I might even throw Memphis in there.
I was gonna say.
But they're in that second tier.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of what Houston has still. I mean, I know they're one of the better teams in the Western Conference, but Dwight Howard, are you really in love with Dwight Howard after all we've seen? Ty Lawson, from what I understand, has a drinking problem.
Yes.
I mean, Ty Lawson. You're counting on Ty Lawson.
This is
seriously?
Houston's as good a team as the Nuggets were in 2009. And the Nuggets, everything went right that year, and they made the Western Conference Finals. Houston, come on, Steph. Wasn't Houston in the Western Conference Finals?
Yes, they were.
Okay. And they added a point guard that's at least a solid middle-of-the-pack point guard, provided that he's on the court.
He makes them better.
He makes them better.
No doubt about it.
And Beverly was hurt. So, I mean, remember Beverly was hurt. Howard spent half a year out, but Beverly was hurt in the playoffs, so they really didn't have any backcourt presence.
I would say
really good.
I would say they're not as good as the Clippers. I mean, think about what the Clippers have done this offseason.
Okay, well,
they retained DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
They pick up Paul Pierce. They pick up Josh Smith.
Okay, but
pick up a DeAndre Jordan.
Okay. Literally, and took him back home with them through the takeout window.
But I am with you. They're not as good as San Antonio and Golden State right now.
Okay, but this is what I'll say. Paul Pierce has game left, and he will help the Clippers, no doubt. But Josh Smith is a bigger problem in most locker rooms than Ty Lawson has ever been. And so that's a Doc Rivers challenge right there. Just like Kevin McHale has a challenge with Ty Lawson.
How do you rank them, those 4 teams?
I put the Spurs ahead of the Warriors. I'm sorry, they're the NBA championship team, but I like what they've done in the offseason.
Yeah.
We know that. You add Aldridge to a team, and they're all coming back. All the guys are coming back. They're missing Splitter. Yeah.
Big deal.
So I still put them better coach, better team concept. Put Golden State second. Because the Spurs would have beaten them. I think if the Spurs had gotten there, they would have beaten them.
Golden State?
Golden State number, yeah.
I would almost guarantee you the Spurs are kicking themselves that they blew that series or didn't get past the Clippers because they wanted Golden State.
Yeah, I think they'd have beaten Golden State, and I'm sure they would have beaten Cleveland because they just beat a version of Cleveland the year before, the team that was better than Cleveland. So I would those two. Then I would throw. I don't want to dismiss Oklahoma City. I like their new coach. I like him. I know that's going to be an adjustment for Billy to the NBA, but he's an NBA guy.
Yeah, he is.
So I like.
He's not going to be overwhelmed by it.
We can't dismiss what we saw out of Durant and Westbrook 2-3 years ago. If they're healthy, I would put them at 3. I would put the Clippers at 4, and I'd put the Rockets at 5 or 6. I don't see them getting a home court advantage in the playoffs. That's what I see. Memphis right there, 6. Portland's down. Who knows what's going to happen with Minnesota? They got a lot of number 1 draft picks now.